Hey everybody, it's Matt D'Antonio at Carroll Realty. Before I get into my March update, just wanted to give a quick plug to this beautiful listing where I am now. It's 20 Charlestown Court on the corner of Queen and Logan Street, downtown Charleston, just a couple blocks from Colonial Lake, Lower King Street, Antique District, walking distance to MUSC. Totally renovated within the last couple years, all new mechanicals and appliances. Beautiful low maintenance townhome community, very quiet, off-street parking. It is for sale and also for rent. So give me a call if you have any questions about that, or might be looking for something downtown Charleston. This would be a great option for you. So into the market update, what's happening with the real estate market? You know, if you recall a couple weeks ago, I was telling you that February was a red hot market, and it was. It was the second busiest month for decades, second only to March 2019, just a year ago. And so March 2020, a bit of a different story because we've got this COVID-19 quarantine situation, and yet home sales were still up by 6.5%, and median sale prices were still up by 4.5%. How's that happen? Well, you know, keep in mind that a lot of these closings were holdovers from January, February contracts, and so those deals were locked in. So, you know, let's also think about pending sales and new listings in March. You know, what did that look like? Because I consider that to be more new activity in March. And pending sales were really only down by less than 4%. Not bad. New listings, on the other hand, were down almost 10%. And, you know, you got to keep in mind that March is usually the month where we see a lot of new inventory hit the market. And March last year was one of the busiest months ever. So it is off 10%, but it's off 10% from the peak. So, you know, what's happening today? You know, that was March. Today, well, if I look back over the past week, we saw over 3,200 showings in just 1 week across the Charleston market. Seems like a lot. It's about the same as when I reported to you a few weeks back. You know, we saw 3,250 showings in a week's time. So a good plateau of steady real estate showing activity, and it's really only off by about 50% from this time last year. Again, this time last year was the busiest month in decades, and we did not have a stay-at-home order affecting the ability to show homes. So I don't think that's too bad, frankly. Out of those showings, about 10% of them resulted in contracts. We had 333 homes go under contract in 1 week's time last week. And the week before that, we saw 350 homes go under contract. So pretty steady amount of contracts going between homes with buyers and sellers making deals. That's really only down about 25% from this time a year ago, which again was a peak. So all in all, considering where we are with quarantine and COVID-19, the real estate market is hanging in there pretty tough, I'd say. What do we have to look forward to? Well, you know, April data is probably going to show a dip in both activity and pending home sales and probably new listings, because naturally people are being extra cautious about venturing out to look at houses and to put their homes on the market, especially if you live in your home. That's completely understandable. If you are thinking about putting your home on the market, you feel comfortable doing so, there are buyers out there that are looking, and they appear to be very serious because, again, it's quite a high percentage of homes going under contract compared to homes that are being shown. And you know, for buyers out there, you know, there's a less chance that you're going to get involved in a multiple offer situation like you would have this time a year ago, or if we were just in a normal market, because, you know, there's just less people out there venturing around. Ultimately, the underlying demand doesn't really seem to have changed. You know, this slowdown, this economic downturn is completely unrelated to real estate. It's a health issue, and so you know, there's a really good chance the market will recover quickly once the real estate industry gets through this crisis. And you know, real estate is poised to recover when we see employment return across the nation. You know, people a lot smarter than me have said that as goes the labor market, so goes the real estate market. I truly believe that to be the case. Folks got to have jobs, they got to be on payroll, they got to have steady income in order to qualify for mortgages and get loans. So, you know, the quicker we can get through this, I'm optimistic that we're sort of, you know, flattening the curve, we're getting on the other side of it. I hope I'm right, and then, you know, we'll be able to get back to a more normal real estate market. One other question a lot of people have asked me about is foreclosures. You know, we're going to see a lot of foreclosures, and I would just say keep in mind that we have seen record levels of equity because prices have been appreciating up over the years. And statistically, home loan delinquency and foreclosure rates were the lowest in a generation before COVID-19. So we're not really expecting widespread foreclosures across the country, and because everybody has a really good home equity buffer. And then the banks are also offering some forbearance programs for people who are having trouble paying their mortgages. If you're watching this video and you fall into that category of having some trouble paying your mortgage, give me a call. I'll help connect you with some resources that can help you get a forbearance program or work something out with your bank so that you can stay in your home. And on any level, I mean, if you need help with something, if you're just thinking about buying or selling and you're kind of scared about, how to proceed, is it safe to proceed with that? Let me know. We can work out a plan that you're comfortable with. We are still doing deals. We're doing them virtually. We are still showing houses. We're taking extra special precautions to do that in a safe manner. So it's all about what your comfort level is and what makes sense for you. And I'm here to help you make a plan to do that in a way that works for you. So look forward to hearing from you guys. If you have any questions at all or just want to talk through some scenarios, that's what I'm here for. Give me a call anytime, shoot me an email, call, text, whatever works for you. Be safe out there. I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Thanks.